Wasn't that brilliant? I hope you enjoyed the Telling Tales competition this year as much as I did. Fantastic young storytellers telling a whole range of different types of stories, ranging in age this year from 7 to 13. Telling Tales takes place every year. This was the second, and we're building on it. And the idea is that youngsters become storytellers. Is to share a very important and old traditional art, oral storytelling, of which Scotland has a proud and long tradition. And one of the things that storytelling does for youngsters is that it engages their own imagination. It's a form of literacy, it boosts their self-esteem and confidence. And the plan is now we have a charity called Young Storytellers of Scotland, and we'll be going into schools, we'll be offering workshops. Workshops is a word that sounds awfully boring, but when it's a storytelling workshop, I can assure you it's not. And the youngsters engage their own imagination and create fantastic stories. And by becoming storytellers, their confidence, their self-esteem is enhanced greatly. And the Telling Tales competition is an annual event in which those youngsters can perform and develop and show off that talent and skill that they have developed. Young Storytellers began as an idea I had at a school in Trinent when I was telling stories to youngsters in a P4 class. When a young lad came up to me and asked me what I did as a job, and I said, well, obviously I'm a storyteller. And he turned around to me with excited expression and said, I'd love to be a storyteller. Now, we're all storytellers, of course. We all have a story in us. And so I said to the young lad, of course you can be a storyteller. And it occurred to me that storytelling, of course, is something that youngsters like to do as well as listen to. And storytelling actually connects to so many different areas of literacy and building of self-confidence and self-esteem, communication skills. Once you get a young laddie or lassie telling stories, suddenly the transformative effect, and I describe it as a transformative effect because that's what it is, of storytelling is very, very evident. And quite often youngsters who perhaps may have been disconnected for learning and from other aspects of literacy suddenly become transformed by storytelling. And so the Young Storytellers of Scotland is now a charity, and our plan is to bring this transformative effect of storytelling into schools, working with teachers and other people who work with youngsters who are doing great work already, of course, but bringing that transformative element of story, engaging youngsters in their own creative tales, so they're becoming not just passive consumers of things on a screen, but actual active creators of their own culture and their own traditions. And it's a very powerful process to watch. And Telling Tales competition that we've just completed is part of that. Young Storytellers of Scotland is a new charity. We are hoping that throughout Scotland we will create events and opportunities for young people to become storytellers. We are particularly interested in bringing storytellers to youngsters who perhaps haven't been introduced to the art of oral storytelling, because it's transformative. It increases their confidence, their sense of place, it bonds community, it can create a powerful relationship between family members. Some of the best stories that are told are family stories, and once stories are handed down from generation to generation, they become powerful legacies within the family. Young Storytellers of Scotland plans over the next few years as a charity to bring this important traditional art, which can actually make life better, can make life fun, as well as bonding relationships and creating a sense of place in society. And we hope we'll be coming to a community or to a place, to a school or community centre near you sometime very soon.